Howdy folks, and welcome to another taste of gameplay video, this time the Romulus, a European Tier 3 tech tree destroyer. As always, these videos are designed to give you a sample of the gameplay of the ship, not to be an exhaustive analysis. I recommend the Wargaming Wiki or other content creators. So first of all, the elephant in the room. Why is this not an Italian destroyer? I have no idea. It is European. I have to assume that's because Italy didn't exist in the game when this destroyer was created. As you see me here launching torpedoes at long range, there are some things to like about this ship. It's okay-ishly maneuverable. It has good concealment. I believe it's 5.4. It has long-range torpedoes at 8K. It has pretty good guns for this tier. They have high caliber, good pen, okay damage. But none of that actually matters. This is not a very good ship, and you'll rarely see people play it. And the main reason why is because at this tier, if you're any good anyway, it winds up all being about torpedo damage, and this ship just doesn't have it. So the alpha damage on the torpedoes here, there are 6 of them, but they do 4,200 damage each. So you're going to see I'm going to hit 2 torpedoes on this cruiser, and I'm going to do a whopping total of 5.8k damage, and that's just not going to cut it. I actually looked at the G101, which is the German Tier 3 tech tree destroyer, and its torpedoes, I believe it also has 6 of them, do 10,600 damage each. That's 2.5 times as much. So I mean, you see me here doing some damage on this cruiser with my guns, and that's great and all, but it doesn't compensate. So at the end of the day, this is a tough ship to play. Now, the main point of these videos is for folks who don't know anything about the ship in case they're thinking about buying it. That's a little silly at these tiers because there's almost no downside to just buying these ships. They cost almost nothing. I guess the major thing would be that you need a port slot. So if you have port slots, then go for it. If you're a collector, great. Otherwise, I don't know why you would particularly want this ship, unless you just want the added challenge. You want a fun challenge. Yeah, so I spawned into this game. It is unfortunately a tier 4 game. There are 3 players on each side, which means my odds are not great, especially because 2 of the players on the enemy team are in destroyers. And if they're any good, they're absolutely going to defeat me. They're going to work together and they're going to beat me, and spoiler alert, that turns out to be exactly what happens. At this point, I'm really just avoiding engaging too closely. I want to see if they make a mistake. Unfortunately, they really don't. They're going to clean up this flank. My team will clean up the other flank, probably because there's a 2-on-1 against me on this side, and there's a 2-on-1 in our favor on the other side. It's always really hard to aim the DD guns at this tier. They're usually very poor dispersion, and this one is no different. But they do reasonably good damage when they hit. And I do have extremely long torpedoes, but they're very slow. I believe they're 50 knots, which means they're not much faster than the ships themselves. So it's tough. Also, the torpedo angles, they're not really all that great. They're okay, but they're nothing special. Certainly not like the V25 or the G101. So, poor little Romulus. I'm going to do my best here. I've got 15k damage, and I took down a bot cruiser. My team is definitely cleaning up on the other flank, so I'm thinking about trying to get over there and link up with them, but unfortunately I'm not going to make it out. They're going to catch me. I probably should have turned out here and just run away and given up this flank. That would have been the smarter play. The Romulus just isn't very good. When I play at this tier and play a destroyer, I'm used to playing the G101 where I would have had a little better odds, but in the Romulus I probably should have just gotten out of here. And I am getting out of here now, but it's too little too late. They're going to catch me. And once they catch me, there's not much I can do. I'm slowing down here. I'm not sure what I think I'm doing at this point. I guess I'm trying to play the hero. But the 2 enemy players on this side are too good for that. I'm going to launch a bunch of these torpedoes in their general direction, but they're just too slow. And honestly, even if I hit them, unless I hit the Clemson, they're not going to do enough damage. So it is a maneuverable ship, although most of the destroyers at this tier are. And again, the guns are good. They pen. And you see I hit a torp there on somebody, probably the bot battleship, and it did a whopping 2k damage, I believe. So it's just, yeah, that's a hard limitation to overcome. So it's Soro doesn't have amazing aim, but it's over time it's too good. He's going to catch up with me. Yeah, those torpedoes, they're just so slow. Even though he didn't see them, I believe the spotting range on them is 1.2 kilometers, but they're just so slow that even at that range, you just can easily avoid them in anything short of a battleship. Even if I landed a full broadside at close range on most tier appropriate battleships, I'm not going to come anywhere near dev striking them. So I do take out the Clemson. I was pretty proud of myself right there, but yeah, at this point, the jig is up, as they say. There's not much I can do. I would have had to turn around the other way and go through that gap, and I made the wrong choice. That's okay. I don't think I could have held much anyway in this particular game. That was a really poor shot right there. Yeah, I believe this is, yeah, I think I get one more shot off. Yes, and unfortunately this one winds up being defeat. I have to show this one little sequence though. This attempted ram was really hilarious. This Arkansas B is going for our Wyoming. The Wyoming tried really hard to clutch this game out. He's actually going to also destroy that bot battleship that you see, but he can't make it past the destroyer. Anyway, that's it for this taste of gameplay video. That's the Romulus for you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.